Adam, whose birthdays is it today?
I'm waiting until we get there.
We're going to start right now. That's the cold open. Give us the birthdays.
Come
on, who's
birthdays?
Give us the birthdays.
Well, happy birthday to the King of the North! Richard Madden turns 34 years old today. As I'm rifling through this...
How old is he?
34.
34.
Not that much older than us. And Sir Paulithan McCartney turns 78 today. Damn. Honestly, I would have thought he was older, though. I always thought he would be 85 or something.
Yeah, I thought he was in his 80s.
Liddy won't be happy about that.
Let's see who else we got here.
Hates Paul McCartney. Hates him.
Nobody else really super recognizable. Also, happy birthday to Grey Worm, the leader of the Unsullied. Birthday is today.
2 Game of Thrones.
And he turns 30 today. I knew I recognized this guy.
That's probably how they casted them based on their birthdays.
Think so?
Based on birthdays, I think you're probably
That's
right.
That's how I would cast.
Right, that's the smart way to do it. That way, if you're on set and they have a birthday, it's just one day. You get it all done. Right. You knock it out. Right?
Well, it's like The Office. It's like, so your birthday's at the beginning of the month and yours is at the end. Can we just have one cake?
It is your birthday.
Ooh, also happy birthday to Kim Dickens.
Who is that?
Know.
I know who
she is. The woman from Hollow Man. No,
from
nothing.
What?
That's it.
You're breaking up.
Hollow
sorry.
Man.
No, what? Hollow Man. Okay.
Kevin Bacon.
Maybe I'm thinking of someone else.
Probably are. She was in Treme, Friday Night Lights. Oh, she was Saracen's mom.
She's in Sons of Anarchy.
Oh, who's she in Sons of Anarchy?
Oh, she was the prostitute in Sons of Anarchy.
Perfect. There we go. Now I know who she is.
Now we're cooking.
Talking. Yeah, now we're
Colette.
What a show that was.
And she's in Deadwood and Fear the Walking Dead. And Gone Girl.
Yeah, she's in a lot of stuff.
Who's she in Gone Girl?
I guess I picked a pretty obscure one to...
not really. Not really an important character.
And nobody else really jumping out at me.
Welcome to the Average Nobody's Podcast, number 90 for... Oh, God damn it. What date is it? I'm not...
I knew that was going to happen.
June 18th.
June 18th, 2020. What's going on, fellas?
So I feel like I have to get this off my chest.
Please.
So it's out into the world. I had the weirdest restaurant experience in my life last Sunday.
That's saying something.
That is saying something. At the Effen's Last Resort. Which I guess it's my own fault.
But let's hear it.
We'll
be the judge.
All right, so I'm gonna set the table. So it was a Sunday. I was painting at the doggy daycare, and Effen's is about 30 seconds away. So we're like, you know what? We're kind of just craving like a couple of beers, get some greasy food. Let's do Effen's. They have that really. I will say their outdoor area is really nice. They have that humongous swimming pool. Yeah. And, you sit outside in the patio and stuff. So we're like, let's go there. So Holly, myself, and Amy went. So we walk in. There's like a guy sitting at a table. And $5 cover for lunch on Sunday. Which I wouldn't have paid, but like I felt like it was too awkward to like... There was people behind us. So I'm like, are we going to turn around and leave? Like, you just got to...
You have two options. You either go and eat, or you turn around and never go back there ever again.
Right. So we chose the former.
Okay.
So we went and ate, and it's seat yourself, which I am never a fan of because I feel like that always causes confusion with the waiters and waitresses. Mm-hmm. So the guy's like, sit wherever you want. I'm like, all right. So we found an open table near the pool. So we're sitting down for probably like 6 to 7 minutes, which is like an eternity when you're waiting for like a server. So it felt more like a half hour, but it was only about 6 to 7 minutes. So we're sitting down. So finally, like a waitress comes up to us and she's like, "What can I get you?" And we're like, "Well, we have no menus. we have nothing." So we're like, "Well, like, what do you?" I was like, "What do you have for draft beer?" Or like, Holly and Amy wanted they have the frozen mixed drinks. So she's like, "Oh, well, I could get you a menu." I'm like, "Yeah, that'd be great." So there's 3 of us. So she comes back with 2 menus. So I asked for a Bud Light draft. She said they don't have it on the draft list. Bud Light is the first one listed. So she ended up bringing me back a Bud Light bottle. So we also asked her for water for the table, so she came back with a pitcher of water and 4 water glasses, which ended up being a trend. There were 3 of us, so she either brought 2 of something or 4 of something, even though there was 3 of us. So she took our order, and every time we'd ask for something or give her our order, it was just a blank stare. Like, for an uncomfortable amount of time, like 2 to 3 seconds. So she's like, what can I get you? I said, well, I'm going to do a build-your-own burger. And she just, like, stared off and, like, you have a pad, just write down the ingredients.
Well, yeah, was she writing stuff down? Was she writing everything down?
She was writing everything down.
Okay.
And she didn't mess up anything. Yeah. So she did a good job in that respect. But then the crowd started shuffling in. And on a Sunday fun day at that place, it's just, like, everyone, like, we were the youngest people by about 25 years.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy.
And everyone's there to get rowdy, get weird. So people are showing up in things that like I would feel uncomfortable wearing. Like I would feel uncomfortable looking at a girl wearing, like our age, never mind in their 50s and 60s, and just like doing their own thing. And
that
it was
place
very
is
interesting.
Wild.
That place is wild. The food wasn't too bad. And then there was this guy who I don't know if he's a manager or a waiter or what, but he was just like walking around to all the tables, like walking in and around the tables. Which during a normal time is a little weird, but especially during like COVID, I feel like I don't want like a strange man who's not my waiter, just like coming in and just like he would just like kind of check out the table and then like nod and then walk to the next table, not say anything, not be like, hey, how's the service? How's your food? It was very strange. And then an older gentleman, I would say in his like 60s, was also doing that. But I think he was trying to find like a seat near the pool, and finally the table next to us opened up. So he sits down with 2 water bottles, 1 water bottle with must have been water, and 1 with this very light yellow liquid in it, and he had a banana in his pocket.
Oh.
And we were there for like it was like the last 15 minutes of us being there, and no waitress approached him, and he didn't even look interested in like eating or drinking anything there. So I don't know what he was doing there. And then finally we left, and
he just brought his own alcohol and a banana.
I guess he didn't eat the banana, and like no one approached him to be like, hey, can I get you a drink or something? And then when we left, the piece de la resistance, the perfect cap to this whole night, we were leaving, and the bouncer was like, thanks guys, have a good day. And we walk out and Amy goes, so he was wearing a strapless bra as a face mask, and he just had like a strapless bra instead of like a face mask.
No.
Just I swear to God, wrapped around his face. It was the weird, there's probably 2 to 3 more things that I'm forgetting because I couldn't remember it all, but it was
much to process.
It was the weirdest experience of my life, but a very good bacon cheeseburger.
Oh,
and very good fried pickles too, so.
I've only been there one time, and I actually think I think you came with me, Ryan. I went there for Nick Fam's high school graduation party, and we had done something earlier in the day, and I was already pretty sauced. And we get there, and it's the summer. I'm wearing sandals, and I like smashed my foot into like a concrete curb, and my foot was. I busted my toenail off my little toe. My whole foot was covered in blood. But we stayed for a little while after that.
Well, that's the thing. Like that's not weird. They're like, oh, you got a bloody foot? All right. What can I get you to drink?
That place. What's the name of the place now? Like, what is it right now?
Now it's just the last resort, which is fitting.
That place takes no prisoners. We went when I was playing volleyball with the Super Fun Activities Club. They advertised that location as beach volleyball. And I don't know if you've ever walked over that sand that's over there, but it is like cement. It is just rock hard. It is just absolutely rock hard. And so we were playing. It was kind of like a chilly night, and it was just like it was just solid. It was like playing on concrete barefoot. It was awful. It was so bad.
It's a very interesting place. I can't say I won't be back because it's piqued my interest. But and you know why we went? Because I was talking to Mike D at our D&D thing, and he's like, yeah, it's me and Brianna's nightcap place. I'm like, oh, all right, so it's not too bad. I cannot imagine that place after midnight.
Oh my
Like
god,
what
it must be insane
what that
in
must
there.
be.
I can't. Why did they do a $5 cover charge? Was it just for the afternoon lunch, or was it just they just do $5 in general?
I think that's just what they do, unless they up it like at night.
Probably for the pool. You're paying like that's
There was no one in the pool. We were there for almost 3 hours.
Like,
There's
who's
no one
going in the pool this time, like right now? Like, I mean, I understand it's nice out, but I'm saying like as far as like COVID-19 goes, who the fuck is going in the pool?
Right.
I mean,
no,
that pool.
probably
I
like,
would.
it pays for the pool. You know what I mean? That $5 coverage. That would be my guess.
That's kind of weird, though.
They have a lot of balls charging you $5 to go in that place for lunch.
Absolutely. I honestly don't know if I would. I don't know if I would have went in. If I was hungry enough, I would have been like, yeah, whatever. But like, I don't know.
You know what it was? I was just very hungover, and the decision was made, and I wasn't about to like pivot.
Yeah, you were already dug in. You couldn't go back.
Yeah, and we were there. We were in the doorway.
We used to go there on Thursday nights at Bryant for like just for going out. That was like it was either that place or Asia Grill. Those are the only two places in parentheses.
Ooh.
That was the only 3 places over there that you'd go out when you were at Bryant, unless you went to Providence. And when we used to go in there, I think it was $5 cover at night, like at the peak times, which I get, like it's like a club at that point. But
Right.
if you stood still for too long, you couldn't unstick your foot from the floor. That place was disgusting. It was
There's no maintenance.
disgusting. No, and they don't clean up. It's just if you go in there the next day for food at this time. Now I don't know about now, but it was the night before. Like if you dropped a beer bottle, there would still be glass there the next day when you were there for lunch. Fun place, and people used to jump in the pool, and then like one kid almost drowned because he was hammered drunk. It's good stuff. What have you guys been watching?
I got a pretty short list. I'll go first. So
Go for it.
at numerous requests, Jen and I burned through What We Do in the Shadows.
Yes, he's
I
fucking.
really enjoyed it. I didn't think it was like, it wasn't like the funniest show I've ever seen, but it was very entertaining. It wasn't what I expected, which I really liked. I didn't know it was shot like documentary style. I thought that was really cool. I love like the subtle camera looks. So I don't know if like I was talking to Fam about this. Nandor is probably my least favorite character.
Oh no! Really?
Least favorite. Yep. I go
I don't
Laszlo, Guillermo, Colin Robinson, Naja, and then Nandor is probably my least favorite.
See, I think that Colin Robinson is funny, but I don't care about him really as a like his thing is funny and unique, but I don't care about him as a character with the other vampires. I love Nandor. I think he's my number one. I think Nandor
it's hot. Nandor is Holly's number one. His accent, just like the way he says things.
Yeah.
Like Guillermo. It's always inquisitive. It's just, yeah. I'm surprised. I love Nandor.
Laszlo was my runaway favorite, and then it really sealed it with the Jackie Daytona episode.
Let's talk about that for a second.
Hysterical.
That episode is one of there he is.
There it is.
That episode is one of the best comedy TV episodes that there ever has been. Like you said, Adam, it's not all the time laugh out loud funny. It's just like I was smiling the entire time. It's just like Ryan, like you were saying, it's an 80s movie packed into this 30-minute episode.
Yes.
Yeah. It's
Incredible.
so unique that like the whole, like not just that episode, but the whole show and the whole premise is so unique. I love it. Like how their struggles with living in modern time and what they did in the past, and then between each other, and there's like an infinite amount of things that they can talk about in their past. Like, all of a sudden Laszlo was a porn star for 1,000 years, and he wrote a ton of super popular songs.
My favorite